Spotting a catfish in online dating. Tips and red flags to watch for. Online dating can be an exciting way to meet new people, expand your social circle, and potentially find love. However, the digital landscape also presents opportunities for deception, with catfishing being one of the most prevalent scams. Catfishing occurs when someone creates a fake identity online, often to trick, manipulate, or deceive another person into a romantic or emotional relationship. While the motives for catfishing vary, from financial gain to emotional manipulation, it's essential to learn how to spot a catfish before becoming too emotionally invested. Below are some tips and red flags to help you identify a catfish in the online dating world. 1. Too good to be true. One of the most telling signs of a catfish is when someone seems too good to be true. If their profile photo looks like a model's headshot, their bio reads like a dream come true, or they claim to have a high-flying lifestyle that sounds almost implausible, you may be dealing with a catfish. Many catfish use stolen photos of attractive people to lure their victims. While good-looking, successful people do use dating apps, it's crucial to remain cautious if someone seems extraordinarily perfect, especially if they avoid video calls or in-person meetings. 2. Refusal to meet in person or video chat. A common tactic used by catfish is to avoid meeting face-to-face. They may have a long list of excuses for why they can't meet up in person, such as living in a different country, traveling for work, or having family emergencies. Similarly, they may also avoid video chats, claiming their camera is broken or they're too shy to appear on camera. If someone is consistently dodging attempts to have a real-time conversation, that's a major red flag. 3. Inconsistent stories. Catfish often struggle to keep their lies straight. If the person you're talking to frequently changes details about their job, where they live, or their background, it could indicate they are fabricating their identity. Pay attention to inconsistencies in their stories, and don't be afraid to ask for clarification. A real person is likely to have a coherent and stable life story, whereas a catfish may trip up on their lies over time. 4. Rushed intimacy. One of the most dangerous aspects of catfishing is how quickly they push for an emotional connection. Catfish often profess love or deep affection after only a short period of communication. If someone starts telling you they love you, want to be with you forever, or can't imagine life without you before you've even met in person, it's a major warning sign. Real relationships take time to build, and someone rushing intimacy could have ulterior motives. 5. Reluctance to share personal information. While it's normal to be cautious about sharing too much personal information online, someone who offers little to no personal details about themselves could be hiding something. If the person you're talking to is vague about their life, avoids sharing specifics, or refuses to tell you where they work or live, it could indicate they are not who they claim to be. In some cases, catfish might avoid sharing information to prevent being caught in a lie, especially if they've fabricated their identity. 6. Requests for money. One of the biggest red flags of a catfish is when they ask for financial help. They may create elaborate stories about how they're in financial trouble, need money for a medical emergency, or are unable to access their funds. If someone you've never met in person asks for money, it's almost certainly a scam. Always be cautious of anyone requesting financial assistance online, and never send money to someone you haven't met in real life. 7. Limited social media presence. In today's world, most people have at least some form of social media presence. If the person you're talking to has no online footprint or has only a bare-bones social media profile with little activity, it could indicate that their identity is fake. A quick reverse image search of their photos can sometimes reveal if their pictures have been stolen from someone else's profile. If they're hesitant to connect on social media or have an unusually small digital presence, it's worth investigating further. 8. Overly tragic or dramatic stories. Catfish often rely on highly emotional, dramatic stories to manipulate their targets. They may tell you about personal tragedies, such as the death of a family member, a terminal illness, or other heart-wrenching tales, to tug at your emotions. While some people have genuinely faced hardships, A person using these stories to seek sympathy or financial assistance is likely trying to exploit your compassion. 9. They can't be verified. If you're suspicious of someone's authenticity, it's okay to do a little investigating. Simple methods such as reverse image searches or looking up their details online can provide useful insights. If the information they've provided you doesn't check out or their photos appear on other people's profiles, there's a strong chance you're dealing with a catfish. Final thoughts. Catfishing can have serious emotional and financial consequences, but by staying vigilant and looking out for these red flags, you can protect yourself from falling victim to an online scam. Always trust your instincts, and if something feels off, it's better to walk away than to be lured into a harmful situation. Online dating can be a fun and fulfilling experience when approached with caution and awareness. Stay safe, be smart, and don't hesitate to verify the authenticity of the people you interact with.